Hello friends, we are going to discuss a topic that is single tone amplitude modulation. This is also called time domain representation of standard AM. So what do you mean by single tone AM? The AM in which a baseband signal or message signal contains only a one frequency component. It is called single tone amplitude modulation. Or we can say that the modulation is done by a single frequency. It is called single tone amplitude modulation. For this, we consider a message signal denoted by MT, and it is of sinusoidal 1, that is equals to A suffix m cos 2 pi fmt. Here A suffix m is called the amplitude of the modulating wave or message signal, and f suffix m is called frequency of modulating signal. For the modulation purpose, we require a carrier signal that is of high frequency signal. It is also a sinusoidal one, so we call it C function of t, and its value is A suffix c cos 2 pi fct. Here again A suffix c is called the amplitude of the carrier signal, and f suffix c is called frequency of a carrier wave or signal. And the general expression for AM signal is S function of t equals to within bracket 1 plus KA-mt into CT. This expression is derived in our last video lectures. Here K suffix A is called amplitude sensitivity of the modulator that is responsible for AM generation. So we simply use this equation. After putting the value of message signal MT and carrier signal CT, we get AC within bracket 1 plus KAAM cos 2 pi FMT into cos 2 pi FCT. Here KA into AM is called modulation index or maximum deviation denoted by mu, because we know that the amplitude sensitivity KA is equals to 1 upon AC. And after putting this value, we get a modulation index mu, that is the ratio of AM upon AC, that is amplitude of the message signal upon amplitude of the carrier signal. So we represent a AM signal in terms of modulation index mu. Equation becomes ST equals to AC cos omega CT plus mu AC cos omega CT into cos omega MT. So here the second term consists of cos omega CT into cos omega MT. We solve it using 2 cos A cos B formula. For this we first multiply and divide by 2, and we get a second term, that is within bracket cos omega C plus omega M into T plus cos omega C minus omega M into T. Here again we note a point that the carrier frequency is very large as compared to message. So we always write omega C minus omega M for the LSB, that is for lower sideband. This expression of AM is in time domain, and it consists of carrier, that is first term, and a double sideband, that is second term. Hence called double sideband full carrier, that is called standard AM. Now we are going to derive the total transmission power in AM signal. For this we use this equation. Here the amplitude of the carrier is AC, and the amplitude of upper sideband and lower sideband is mu AC by 2 as shown in table. The carrier having a frequency component omega C and having amplitude A suffix C. For upper sideband the frequency component is omega C plus omega M, and for lower sideband the frequency component is omega C minus omega M. The amplitude of the upper sideband and lower sideband is AC mu by 2. Now to find the total power, we add the power of the carrier plus USB plus LSB. Here the power of the carrier is directly proportional to square of the amplitude of carrier signal. So we call PC is directly proportional to AC square. Since there is no information in a carrier, the carrier power also contains no information. For upper sideband, the power is directly proportional to square of the amplitude, and here the amplitude is AC mu by 2. So the power upper sideband is 1 upon 4 AC square into mu square. Now as carrier power is directly proportional to AC square, so in place of AC square we can write carrier power, that is P suffix C. So we call power of the upper sideband is 1 upon 4 Pc into mu square. This is also equal to power of the lower sideband. Now we are ready to determine the total transmission power. So we add the power of the carrier plus power of the upper sideband and power of the lower sideband. After adding these powers, we get a formula to determine the total transmitting power of AM signal, and it is equals to Pc within bracket 1 plus mu square upon 2. So we remember this formula, that is total transmitting power P suffix T equals to Pc within bracket 1 plus mu square upon 2. With the help of this formula, we can also determine the total current. For this, we write power is equals to I square R. So in place of total power, we write I suffix T square into R, and in place of carrier power, we write I suffix C square into R. Here the R is cancelled and we get a total current, that is I suffix T equals to I suffix C under root of 1 plus mu square upon 2. Next is, with the help of transmitted power, we can determine the transmission efficiency of AM wave. Transmission efficiency of AM wave is the ratio of transmitted power which contains the information upon the total transmitted power. Since we know that the information is contained only in the upper sideband and lower sideband, there is no information in a carrier power. So we write transmission efficiency eta equals to power for lower sideband plus power of upper sideband upon total power P suffix T. So in place of upper sideband and lower sideband power, we can write mu square upon 4 into Pc, and in place of total power P suffix T, we can write Pc within bracket 1 plus mu square upon 2. So after calculation, Pc is cancelled and we get a transmission efficiency formula, that is mu square upon 2 plus mu square. And in terms of percentage transmission efficiency, the formula is eta equals to mu square upon 2 plus mu square into 100%. So we remember these formula, that is total power, total current and transmission efficiency for standard AM, that is called double sideband full carrier. Now we discuss the types of AM signal. First, the AM signal is standard AM and it is called double sideband full carrier, and it is given by the first equation. The AM signal, that is double sideband full carrier, is written as function of t equals to AC cos omega ct plus AC mu by 2 within bracket cos omega c plus omega m into t plus cos omega c minus omega m into t. Here the first term represent the carrier signal and the second term represent a double sideband which include the upper sideband and lower sideband. Second type of AM signal is double sideband suppressed carrier. As we know that in a carrier there is no information. So the transmission of a carrier is wasteful point of view, and we suppress the carrier for saving the power. So from above equation, the first term is suppressed, that is carrier is suppressed. The remaining equation is called amplitude modulation double sideband suppressed carrier. Also we know that the information contained in upper sideband and lower sideband is identical, so we can also suppress one of the sideband, and it is called amplitude modulation single sideband suppressed carrier. This third equation is the type of AM in which the upper sideband is retained, and it is 1 upon 2 AC into mu cos omega c plus omega m into t. And the last, that is amplitude modulation single sideband full carrier. This equation includes carrier, that is represented by a first term, and single sideband, that is upper sideband represented by second term. So this is the types of AM signal. First is double sideband full carrier, it is called standard AM. Second is double sideband suppressed carrier. And third is single sideband suppressed carrier or SSB.